So first up, you want to remove the axle nut, usually on the left-hand side. It'll be a little bit different on a single swing arm motorcycle. I also take the spacer plate out there. It's just a little bit easier. Then you just want to grab a soft mallet or something like that to get your axle out, and then it's just a matter of going to the other side and putting a little bit of pressure there with my foot underneath it just to lift it up, and a bit of jiggling, and you can then remove the axle from the wheel there. Sometimes it's easier than other times. This time was a little bit harder, but yeah, now it's released. And then the next thing to do is you want to try and gently get the chain off of the sprocket. Once that's released, on some big bikes like this Tuono with a 200 rear tyre, it's going to struggle with chain guard. But on this occasion as well, the brake caliper was fouling on the inside of the rim there, so there's a couple of bolts to just undo that. Older Tuono models, for example, won't have this problem. It's the newer ones. The other bike, you might just have to check that out and see how that goes there. But just removing those two bolts released the wheel, so the wheel's now free. Simple as that. Now it's time to take this to the shop, see what they do, new tyre or plug, we're not sure, and it's off to the motorcycle shop. Quick beer stop on the way while we wait for that, and then back home. I've got my helper there to clean up the wheel before we put it back in. Hey mate. Alright, so now just basically the reversal process. Very important, this one, is to get the chain out of the way, because the worst thing will be to get the wheel back in and then you can't get the chain on. So start mucking around with that first. Get the wheel in the position where it's about going to sit to slide the axle in, fit your chain back on your sprocket, and then just on the other side there, it's out of shot. Poor quality video, I know, but you'll get the gist of the idea. I'm just putting the brake caliper back on and just seating it around the disc there. And then once you're done with that, it'll be time to then grab the axle, and you want to start maneuvering it into position again to fit the axle. So yeah, so you can see that I've put my foot under there to just try and lever it up. And now it's just a matter of putting your spacers back on. So that side's done. Now I'm in the way again, but that's the spacer plate going back in. Sometimes easier than others, but yeah, just a bit of mucking around, my poor quality skills there. But yeah, got the spacer back in, axle nut on.